Tensions are beginning to surface at Ibrox, with one Rangers player speaking out against manager Russell Martin. The criticism comes after claims of unfair treatment, adding further pressure to a boss already under scrutiny. With results inconsistent and the atmosphere around the club growing uneasy, the player's remarks could spark fresh debate over Martin's handling of the squad and his authority in the dressing room. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Max Aarons hopes that his late winner against Livingston has gone some way to repairing his relationship with the Rangers supporters after a tough start to life in Scotland. A string of unconvincing early season performances culminated in the fullback being shown an early red card in the 6-0 loss away to Club Brugge, the nada of an already troubled campaign for the Light Blues. In his first appearance since that night in Belgium, Aaron's injury time strike secured a maiden league win for Russell Martin in the most dramatic of circumstances. On a personal level, Aaron's hopes it's gone some way to redeem himself in the eyes of the fans. "No one was more disappointed than I was with that," he said of his sending off in the crucial Champions League qualifier. "I've never been sent off in my career, and a moment like that, a lapse in concentration, was extremely disappointing for me, especially in a crucial game like that. It was always going to be a difficult game for the team, let alone with 10 men. So I knew I wanted to make up for that as quickly as possible." The first chance since that game was on the pitch today, so hopefully, in a small way, I've done that. I think at this football club, you need to have a strong mentality and character and show that every week. And I think, like I said, today was a good starting point and return for me. There are mitigating factors as to why the Englishman has struggled to get the fans on side in the infancy of his Ibrox stint. As Martin's first signing, he was looked upon as a statement of intent to dislodge captain James Tavernier from the right-back slot, something he hasn't managed to achieve. This, coupled with the fact that he was used as a makeshift left-back in the early weeks of the season, meant the initial glimpses of him in a Rangers jersey were out of position and ultimately uncomfortable. These are things that arise in football, however, and Aarons isn't a novice. He arrived at Rangers with more than 200 appearances for Norwich to his name, and at one stage commanded a transfer fee north of £12 million. He even sampled one of the hottest atmospheres on the continent at the Nsiala in an, albeit unsuccessful, loan spell at La Liga giants Valencia. Rangers, though, are an altogether different prospect for the 25-year-old, who admitted that even the scale of the support in West Lothian was striking. He added, "No, it's different. It's different, I don't mean that in a bad way. I think it's just something that, in your first few games, you really realize it. And then it's about, overcoming that and showing that character to deal with that. I also think it's a privilege to have that support, coming here to an away stadium and having 3 stands. It felt like a home game. And then it's on us to reward them with that good performance for them to watch, but most importantly, a win. So I think the more we can do that now, and hopefully those wins are going to really push us forward and build a stronger relationship now with the group, the fans, everyone." As the defender's late winner hit the back of the net, there were scenes of bedlam from the bench to the stands in the home of the Setfair Arena. Almost instantaneously, though, the soundtrack turned from jubilation to jeers as the away following made their feelings clear about the head coach, despite earning a much-needed 3 points. It was an afternoon where the visitors exhibited promising spells of what they were capable of, but an inability to produce a dominant 90-minute performance allowed David Martindale's outfit to work their way back into the game and have genuine ambitions to take the victory until the winner at the death. While Aarons understands the fans' frustrations, he hopes that the victory in West Lothian can provide a genuine springboard for the season, and not another false start to a campaign that is already in danger of running away from his side. We know this being this far into the season now, and it being our first win is not good enough for this club, he admitted. We know that, but moments like today, they build character and they build a trust within the team that we can get through the difficult spells. Every game isn't going to be an easy coast to a win. We have to dig in moments like that and win late if we need to. Now, forgotten Rangers defender Clinton Nsiala has shared a social media update as he remains out of the picture at Ibrox. The centre-back, 21, has not featured for Rangers this season, with the club having been willing to sanction a temporary exit during the summer transfer window. Nsiala, signed from AC Milan, had been training with the under-19s during the summer, with contact between Dynamo Kiev and Rangers over a deal. However, it's understood that the player did not wish to move to the Ukrainian club, as he did not believe it was the correct next step in his career. Nsiala was later linked with possible loan interest from Belgium. Anderlecht, KV Mechelen and Zulte Waregem had previously been credited with interest in the player. As it stands, Nsiala is still a Rangers player, and he shared a post on social media simply with the caption, "Still here." The post featured a video of Nsiala arriving at the Rangers training ground, a photograph of him in Rangers gear, and an anime artwork of him pre-match at Ibrox. Another image featured the words, "Progress isn't a straight line." Nsiala featured 13 times for the Rangers first team last season. He has not been involved under Russell Martin, with the manager stating in the summer that Nsiala would be better served by leaving for regular first team football. Clinton, we signed Emmanuel, and I think Clinton's at a point at his age and his career, he needs to play all the time and every week. He's trained really well, but I think it's rather playing some part of the squad, a bit like last season. He's at a point now where he needs to go and play football, and he's the best way to learn. In other news, Russell Martin says James Tavernier was incredible for Rangers against Livingston. The skipper opened the scoring for his side in the first half with an impressive acrobatic effort. Tavernier then had the opportunity to make it 2-0 shortly after, although his penalty was well saved by Jerome Pryor in the opposition goal. The hosts got an equaliser in the second 45, but Rangers won it in the dying embers through Max Aarons. Speaking to Sky Sports post-match, Martin singled out Tavernier for praise. "You saw some proper performances from people today," he said. "Tav was incredible. He played 3 different positions in the game, drove the team forward, scored, and his reaction to the penalty miss was brilliant. I'm really proud of the players," the Ibrox boss continued in his post-match press conference at Almond Vale. "We deserved to win. The first half was the best we played all season, I think. The first half we deserved to win, played brilliantly. Some amazing football. We should have scored more goals for sure. As I said, probably the best performance we've put in. We really built on Hibs. We didn't start the second half well. We didn't control it anywhere near enough. The gap between the first half and the second was big. But in the last 30 minutes we were so dominant in their half. A lot of brilliant performances. We changed the shape. The subs had a big impact for us. I'm really pleased for the players because they showed how hard they're fighting for each other for us. For me, I think that's grown in the last 3 or 4 weeks. That character and resilience they've been developing. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.